Hi, National Theatre Wales team and anyone else who is watching this video. I have no idea who is going to be watching this video, but I understand that Frank's taking you guys down the Royal Mile, showing you a bit of Edinburgh. So I'm going to show you the street where we're staying, the Cowgate, which has a lot of interesting venues on it and a lot of free fringe stuff, which I consider a really important part of the fringe. I'm not really going to tell you as much as Frank has done about the shows you see, because I'm sure you will have read my incredibly long-winded reviews, so you don't really need more pointlessly long descriptions of brilliant theatre. You can read that online at your leisure with a cup of tea. So let's start walking. We just come out of a show here called Crap Time Lord. That was a bit of spoken word, which I've been going to a lot with Frank. Spoken word is, one of Frank's big passions, and it's really good to kind of be taking part of that and sharing it with him. I saw a show this morning which had a title called The Intruder. I'll be writing about that later. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. That's my secondary fringe highlight. The other fringe highlight being Red Bastard. So yeah, we're under a bridge now, just walking along, and on the other side of this bridge you'll see the absolutely fantastic hotel that NTW's put us up in. Ooh, it's really nice. It is also starting to rain. Let's see if you can see the rain. Splish, splash. See, rain, lots of it coming down. I am now suffering for you, so make sure you appreciate that in an appropriate way. I have no idea what that is. I guess keep supporting NTW and NTW team, because they're the ones who put me here. Thanks again, because it's been fantastic. It's kind of the last day, and Frank and I were wrestling with this flip cam all week, and we couldn't really figure it out how to get it to work. So I apologise that a lot of what you've been seeing from us has been text based, because obviously both Frank and I have a really beautiful camera presence. We've both got magnificent beards. We look good on film. So I apologise for depriving you of that, and hopefully this will make up for it. But it's been really an amazing week, and it's been a unique week for me, because I'm from Edinburgh, but living here you're just so immersed in stuff all the time, you don't get an appreciation from it. And going away for the 4 years that I have, and now coming back during the fringe, it's been it's such an overwhelming feast of theatre and word and music and terrible street food that's probably really bad for you but tastes delicious, so you keep eating it and get fatter. Yeah. Anyway, so there's lots of walking involved in the fringe. I'm walking now, and as we all know, doing street work is important to promote your shows. I mean, Frank told you all about the flyers, and Frank and I have had a few conversations about what kind of promotion works in the fringe. And if you're watching this, you're probably part of NTW team, and you might be working on your own shows or thinking about coming up to the fringe next year. And what's really worked for me personally has been, it's a bit of a cheat answer, it's covering everything. You might say no to the flyer, but you'll see the poster, you'll read it in the booklet, you might even bump to the performer themselves in the pub, and it's just, you become aware of stuff almost through osmosis. Not actual osmosis, because that's the scientific principle that governs how water enters and leaves cells, but close enough for awareness of arts projects that maybe that made a little sense, I guess. Here's one of the big parts of the free fringe. The Free Sisters, formerly known as the Three Sisters when it's not the fringe. Again, you could just spend all day seeing free stuff, and you probably should. Here is Smut While You Wait. I might come back and get some smut later. I'm not going to do that on camera though. And you may have heard her laughing behind me because she knows it's true. In fact, I've been there several times a day getting smut. So I'm under an archway now. I don't know why I'm still talking. I'm like the most long-winded person ever. You're watching this, you're looking at the little bar, the red bar that goes underneath YouTube, and probably thinking, oh my god, there's so much more of this left. Can I not skip to the interesting bit? To which I say, you're a person who doesn't like to appreciate things. I have uploaded this video, I've taken time, so you get to listen, because I might say something, if you skip, a curse on you, that you may spend the rest of your life filled with regret that you may have missed a poignant kernel of wisdom from me. So no skipping forward, alright? Just coming up to one of the other big fringe venues. I mean, NTW Team really did such a great job with where they put me and Frank. We're right in the heart of the fringe. We can get to any show we want to see in at most 20 minutes walking, and all the kind of big stuff is right around us. You know, we've got here the underbelly, and that's the sister venue to the Udder Belly. Again, I'm not sure what it is with places in Edinburgh and giving things similar names. Maybe it is just to confuse the newbies and check you really know what you're doing and are appreciating the fringe. I'm just going to take you into the underbelly and look when I'm crossing the road. Not because I'm necessarily worried about myself, but apparently this flip cam is very expensive, and if I got run over, I am liable for what's happened to it, and I can't really afford to replace it. So, yeah, here's the underbelly. Here's a poster for one of the Welsh shows we saw, Here I. And not being from Wales, I probably pronounced that title completely and utterly wrong, for which I apologise. But there we go. I mean, I don't really speak English that good. So, what can you do? Probably send me angry, anonymous emails, or comment beneath this video anonymously about how boring and awful I am. So yeah, that's been a little show around where Frank and I am, complete with long-winded ramble from yours truly. Maybe next year you'd like to take part in this yourself. NTW Team offer tons of brilliant opportunities like this throughout the year. I am so grateful that they picked me to come up here. I've seen some really great stuff. You might even be able to tell my voice is sore from clapping and cheering and screaming. It's not really had a rest the entire time, so I actually shudder to think what the voices of people who are actually performing here must be like by now, because that's, yeah, I'm wrecked after 4 days, and a full month of this must be, you must come back and feel you need to rest for an entire year, which is then time for the next fringe, and it's just then, I suppose, your life just becomes a cycle of fringes and rest and fringes and rest and fringes and rest until you're a withered husk of a human being and end up doing what lots of people do at that point in their lives when they've just been on a constant cycle of performance and recovery.
Okay, alright.
And that...
I'll see you in a sec. I think it's...
Well, there was going to be some sort of joke there, clearly. I mean, I thought that was building to something. As I've learned, your flow state works best when you're relaxed, and, apparently it's unrelated to your motor functions. Thank you, Bubba Brinkman, by the way. Shout out to Off the Top. Can't believe I just said shout out. Sorry about that. This video has gone on a really long time. I apologise for my attempt at humour, the awkward pauses, the ums, the sighs, but just be thankful that I haven't been run over. Goodbye. Or, I suppose you might be thankful, or not thankful that I didn't get run over, because I imagine this isn't that interesting to watch. But I hope I've given you a little sense of just the sheer abundance of stuff and people and options and things and places to go right in the heart of Edinburgh. And you know, it's just been fantastic. These guys, I'm clearly filming a video. They stop for no one in Edinburgh, and he's advertising his little circus show, which is great, and that's what the Fringe is about. Because you've got to find a way to stick out. You've got to make your stuff known. The show I saw this morning, I met the guy in the queue leaving Red Bastard last night, and he asked me to come and see it. And that, you know, that's what works. That's what gets your stuff seen. It's a mixture of luck, hustle, and just blasting everything in sight with your face. So I definitely think that this is actually me stopping this time. Again, hello to everyone from National Theatre Wales team, and I will see you all when I get back in Cardiff. And now I'm getting very wet. Goodbye.